Hey guys, here's another random video, unprepared video I'm making, because apparently that's the only kind I'm able to deliver on, actually, physically. So I was just inspired this morning to talk about the OP worldview versus sort of the new worldviews I've been sort of exploring, because as some of you may know, I sort of cut off from the OP style for certain reasons, but have always kept an affinity towards it. So how can we bridge it over? So the main thing is about values, not about the actual facts themselves or the theory. Although I don't know about the 1, 2, 3. That's a new thing for me. I haven't been following the class. But anyway, so the basics. What is OP? Like OE, OI, DE, DI, these coins. Are they real and where do they come from? I agree they are genetic, probably ingrained in our DNA or somewhere there. So you're born with them. And indeed they don't change over time because they stay part of your sort of instinct. It's instinct. Now, the place where I part from OP is to say that it's the cause of all your problems in that way, or the values of blame that are attributed to it. Now, that I do not follow. I really see OP, it's a personality thing. And personality is not the cause of your problems, because a personality is a color. It's just your unique, the way you express yourself. It's part of the way you express yourself. And so, yeah, you're not exactly in the middle. You're not indistinguishable from anyone, but you're not out there so far that it's causing you problems. So your OP type isn't the direct cause of your life problems and struggles. But now here's where the bridge is. Okay, we're only 2 minutes in and a half. That's all right. The bridge is, how did you grow up? How did your parents, your caregivers, sort of treat you and teach you how to work with your type? I work with kids as well now, and I can tell, they react in different ways to different things. And if you have that real, just direct perception of what is it you're feeling, this one doesn't like feelings too much and it just wants to be left alone a bit. But then afterwards, once they see that their feelings are respected and you're not going to intrude on their, intrude into their sort of personal space, then they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm safe to talk about feelings a bit and then to feel them and express them. And so I'm giving an example already, but that's how it works. That's an example of how it works. You want to have caregivers that will be able to see your type, not necessarily in OP terms, but will be able to tell you, okay, this is where you're kind of off, and allow you to be off, tell you you're fine. You're a kid, you're learning, and you're a person anyway, and then show you a different way. And so this is what all you're learning about attachment styles and development disorders for kids who didn't have that, had neglect or just traumatizing childhood. Then you didn't get that connection with the outer world and that expression, that validation of just who you are as a person. So anyway, I think that's as clear as I can make it for the moment. I'll try to make some other ones. Feel free to ask questions if you have any. But yeah, so that's it. Your personality type, you're born with it. I'll give one more example. This kid, I think he's DE in my class. And he's having these ideas like, I need to be the first in line. I just really want to. I really want to. And I ask him, why do you want? He's like, I don't know, I just want to. And he wants to be first in line. So, okay, everyone put your coats on, we're going downstairs. He puts his on as fast as possible so he can be first in line. And he said, well, look, I was fastest, so I just get to be first in line. I'm like, all right, okay. Next day, he does it again. Next day, he does it again. After a while, the other kids say, hey, why do you always want to be first in line? That's not fun. Now, the others, they didn't even think it was important to be first in line. They're starting to get this idea. Oh, I want to be first in line. No, I want to be. We sort of discuss it. We go through it. Okay, why? Oh, but I don't want to be first in line. Okay, but they don't either. Think of them. Think of them. And then you work through that. So anyway, so that's an example of working through your type and learning to socialize your type, to keep it constrained within socially acceptable bounds, which doesn't mean you want to be outside of your type. So that's the difference. That's why your type isn't the cause of your problems. The cause of your problems is the lack of socialization, of learning around your type. That should happen within childhood. That's what kind of happens while you're growing up, childhood until, your teen years, up to, 20, but that's learning. And that's the very big difference that I perceive within OP. Is like in OP, it's like the cause is the problem. Your type is a problem and you want to sort of repress it and hate it. Not always, that's just one interpretation. It's one interpretation, so leave that as it is. That's just how I saw it. But you want to get away from the blame game and just into unconditional love and seeing how you can learn and stay yourself and embrace your type. Embrace your personality as it is, because that's just who you are. It's real. Okay, that's done. Now I'm really done. Okay, take care, everyone, and see you around.